Hello everyone. I am checking in with you guys. It's been a little over a week. It's been like a week and like 2 or 3 days since I ended my 50-day juice-only juice fast, and I just wanted to check in with you. Please excuse the way I look. My eyes are puffy, my face is a little puffy, my nose is red. I have been sick. That's just a good indication of how my week has gone. I have not had the very best post-juice fast experience, but I wanted to check in with you guys and let you know how I was doing, and then I'm still here, and I've still been like reading the forums at the Reboot with Joe website, although I have gotten a little behind in posting things, but I just wanted to check in with you guys. I had a very bad first week transitioning out of juice only. I don't know if it's strictly because of, adding food to my diet or if it's other factors involved. I suspect it's other factors involved, but it just made for a really difficult first week. First of all, I went into, right after I started eating again, I went right into really bad PMS and I got my period. And during, I don't know if you remember or not from watching my earlier videos, but during the juice fast, my monthly cycle was amazing. I mean, like, I expected it to be really hard, but it was like I didn't even realize that I was in PMS until I got my period. It was so nice, and I'm thinking that maybe it was because, I mean, of course, all the great nutrition helped, but I think maybe it was because my body was, like after a few days on juice only, your hunger drive shuts down and you become more alert and more focused, and it's almost like your body is trying to like hunt for food or something. Your senses become sharper. I'm almost wondering if maybe the monthly cycle didn't, get a lot easier to deal with because of that. Because it was, an extra thing that my body like shut down a little bit and made it easier for me. I don't know. I have no explanation. All I know is that the first week after I added food back in, I had a really rough monthly cycle. And with that, I bloated, and I bloated like 7 pounds. I gained like 7 pounds in like 6 or 7 days after I started adding food in. And then after that, I started finally, losing some of that bloat and feeling a little bit better, and then I got sick. So here I am. Yesterday was really bad. Today I'm a little better. So I just went from one thing to the next to the next. I know this is going to sound odd, but I actually feel like the sickness is a good sign that my body has started to lose fat again. I know that's going to sound odd. Because I'm only up 4 pounds from my lowest weight. So I'm up 4 pounds from when I was at the end of 50 days when I stopped my juice only. So that's encouraging. I've lost some of the bloat. But I know that this, like I said, this sounds weird, but every time I have ever done any kind of weight loss, and I either start off and I start losing weight, or I break through a plateau, or I've been at a weight for a long period of time and I finally lose, I always get sick. Always. Like, anytime it's a major event, like, I always get sick. And so I don't actually know if this is a actual cold virus sickness or if this is simply like a detox type of thing from weight loss. Because I did go right from the Reboot with Joe juice fasting. I did go right from that into the Starch Solution by Dr. McDougall as my eating plan. And I expected that I wouldn't gain any weight hardly at all, or if I did, it would be very minimal, and then I would continue to lose again. But it didn't exactly go that way. But I'm just using this as an example to tell you that even though I'm not doing juice only anymore, I should still be losing some weight with or losing some fat at least, with my current eating plan. So I basically went into like vegetables and very, very little fruit, mostly vegetables and rice and potatoes and beans. Is mostly what I'm eating. And the first couple of days, I didn't enjoy my food very much, and I felt like my food was just sitting there. Like my body didn't know what to do with it. I think maybe it was just that my digestion became poor because maybe my digestive juices weren't working a lot during the juice fast and they had to get back going again. And I think maybe that's part of why I bloated up so much, and I felt like my food was just sitting in my body, like not going anywhere. I felt like I wasn't digesting it. I wasn't moving it out of me. I would say it took till like the third or fourth day till I actually felt like things that I was eating were moving through my body and not just sitting in my stomach like a rock. And I did try things to make it better. It was frustrating because I was having trouble figuring out what to do. I started taking some digestive enzymes like 3 or 4 days in because I forgot I had them. I found them. I had taken them a while ago. And that really seemed to help. I mean, I tried to take salt out of my diet because I thought that maybe I was, from just having juice for 50 days, I thought maybe my body was just overreacting to the sodium, because I was sprinkling just a little bit of like a mineral salt on the top of my food to make it more interesting to eat. But I didn't do so well with taking sodium out because so many things had sodium in. I mean, I tried to minimize it, but I haven't been able to get rid of it entirely. The salad dressing that I got is like a low-fat, fat-free salad dressing. That has sodium in it. I cannot eat my salads without it. I've tried. I don't enjoy it, so I need to have it. I just have to try to use less. The canned beans that I was using, because I didn't have time to make the beans from scratch and soak them, they all had sodium in it. I mean, I take them out of the juice, I rinse them, but they still have sodium. So like everything has, I couldn't get rid of sodium entirely. So I tried to cut back on sodium, because I thought maybe that was causing the problem. But now I'm kind of getting the feeling that after this sickness is over, I might get into like a better groove with weight loss again. I'm not sure that that's going to happen, but I'm kind of hoping. It'll be a lot slower than it was, but I'm hoping I'll start losing again once I start feeling better from the sickness. Because like I said, this has always been what happens, and of course, the doctors have no explanation, but the nutritionist I went to and my chiropractor that I went to both said that sometimes your body stores stuff that it doesn't know what to do with, toxins, things that are not like environmental pollution, things like that. Sometimes your body isn't able to push it all out and flush it all out, so it stores some of it in your fat cells. And sometimes when you break through a weight loss barrier and you're releasing fat that's been stored in there for a while, sometimes you also are releasing the toxins when your body starts to release the fat. So that could be why every time I start to lose weight, after being at a plateau or whatever, I get sick for a few days. But it's pretty much all the time. All the time. At the beginning of my juice fast, I was sick, like starting at week 2 to like week 3. Maybe like a week and a half to like week 2.5, somewhere in there. It was after the first week, but I got really sick. Any other time looking back in my past, when I joined Weight Watchers after like the first week or so, I got sick. Every time I busted through a plateau where I was stuck at a certain weight and started losing again, always got sick for a few days. So this is a pattern with me. So it actually makes me feel like possibly, eating according to the starch solution has started to kick in, and I am starting to shed fat again, after kind of being stuck for a while and even bloating up. So yes, like I had lost 43 pounds. On the 50-day juice fast, I'm currently down 39 pounds. So I'm still up 4 pounds from where I was. But I was up 7, so I've dropped. So that's good. Like I said, I've been eating vegetables, beans, rice, and potatoes, and that's pretty much it. I love it. I absolutely love the food that I'm eating. I'm very excited about it. I think because I went from juice to the starch solution plan, it made it a little easier for me to transition. Some people complain about getting used to the starch solution in the beginning. For me, because I was coming from juice only, it was great. I loved it. I still do love the food. I haven't gotten bored with it or anything. I haven't had a lot of cravings for junk food, things like that. The juice fasting has really helped with that. Unfortunately, these last 2 days being sick, I did succumb and eat a little bit of junk food because I was feeling so bad that I did not feel like cooking anything, or chopping up vegetables, or, making one of the things that I had for myself. So I did eat like some more of like salty chips and salty crackers. that were technically not fully on plan because of the fat, but they were vegan. They just weren't, there was a little bit too much fat there, because I just didn't have the energy to cook anything, and no one else in my family really makes any meals, and I didn't have anything really left over to heat up, so yeah. So yesterday and today I did eat some stuff that I probably really shouldn't have, but I'm hoping, you know, now that I'm starting to gradually feel a little better and have more energy, that I can get back to cooking again. So yeah, so I told you about my bad first week and about my sickness. My daughter is very happy with my food. I had mentioned that one of the reasons that I stopped was because I felt like I stopped juice only at 50 days was because I felt like my daughter was starting to suffer because she likes to eat with mommy. The funniest thing happened. It was like a day or two after my juice fast was over. I was sitting on the sofa. We have like a combined kitchen living room, so the sofa is right next to the kitchen. I was sitting on the sofa and I was eating like a bowl of rice or something. Maybe it was salad. I don't know. It was either salad or rice. I was sitting on the sofa eating, and my daughter was playing, and she did not notice that I was eating, and she looked back over her shoulder and she did a double take. I laughed so hard because I have never seen a 3-year-old do a double take. Have you ever seen a 3-year-old do a double take? It was the cutest thing. It was like she saw that I was eating out of the corner of her eye, and then she had to look a second time. Because she was like, Mommy's eating? Because Mommy hasn't been eating for 50 days. And then, of course, she wants to eat my food. So she comes over and she wants to eat my food. And she has been going crazy eating the rice. She hasn't been so big on the potatoes that I've been making. And she will eat some of my salad. So she's really been enjoying this new way that Mommy's eating. And if I make like a piece of like Ezekiel bread, whole grain bread, something like that, she will take it away from me. She wants to eat it. And just today I made some, which I haven't done a lot of with this program. I made some like Thai noodles, some rice noodles, which you have to be careful. You can't go crazy on them because they are technically refined. So it's easier to go through your system like that. It's better if you just eat the rice rather than the rice pasta. But, you know, I just made something like that, and she loved it. She ate like just as much as I did. So my little 3-year-old is really enjoying me eating, and she's really enjoying the starch solution. I have not been able to really get her to eat the potatoes. That's not all she's eating, of course. She's eating, you know, she's eating a little bit of like other things and things that aren't technically on the plan. But she's been eating, you know, my food as well. So she's really enjoying me eating. And I wanted to let you know that I might be doing a modified reboot, so stay tuned, excuse me. I might be doing a modified reboot along with Autumn in the new year. I won't be doing exactly the same plan as her, but I might be doing like the juicing for 2 meals a day, and then the starch solution for my 3rd meal. I might try that as a way to like speed up my weight loss, because I do think I will lose weight with the starch solution, but I think it'll be slow. So I might try that along with, you know, Autumn. She does the Beauty on Sale channel here at YouTube, and I might do that along with her, just to keep her company and to have somebody to do it with, because like I said, nobody around here nobody in my personal life or my family is doing it with me. So it's nice to have someone to do it along with me. So I might do that. It'll be a slower weight loss than I had before with my previous juice fast, but it will be hopefully a nice little boost to my weight loss efforts, since I still have, you know, quite a bit to lose. So stay tuned for that. I am really enjoying making YouTube videos.